What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my predictions for UFC 157 History in the Making. First, women's bantamweight championship title fight. Let's get into it. They gave the girls a hell of a card to fight on. I'm so happy for this. First up, I'm picking Court McGee to beat Josh Neer. We have Josh up next, Josh Koscheck versus Robbie Lawler. This could be fight of the night. It's pretty much going to be a standing battle, even though Josh is a wrestler first. He fell in love with striking, and I do think these two men are going to try to knock each other out. If Josh gets in trouble on the feet, though, he might take him down to the ground. Both men have a tendency to get overzealous and make mistakes, and Robbie has gassed before in the past. So if this goes into the third round, he might get in trouble. I'm picking it for Josh Koscheck. Welterweight division is getting stacked, so of course this has everything means something, and they want to get in them rankings and get another shot at GSP, especially Josh, who's lost to him before. Anyway, picking Josh Koscheck. Next up, we have Uriah Faber versus Ivan Menjivar. I'm picking Uriah basically because I feel like he's the more polished, disciplined fighter. He has a few more tools in his belt. If he gets in trouble on the feet, he'll be able to take down Ivan and probably some ground and pound. This could be a really good fight. It also could be a dud. Ivan could win. There are no sure things in the UFC, of course, but I'm picking Uriah. Next up, co-main event, Lyoto Machida versus Dan Henderson. This could be fight of the night as well. I'm looking forward to this, and as we know, the winner of this has been told that they're going to get a shot at the light heavyweight champion. So, which might be John Jones or Chael Sonnen. So, right now it's John Jones. And this fight for Machida, if he wants to win, he needs to keep it standing. Machida is a beautiful fighter. I love watching him fight because you don't see many people with his skill set. He has perfected that Shotokan karate to a beautiful degree. He's very fluid, but yet deceptively strong. I believe, even though he's deceptively strong, I believe that Dan Henderson is probably stronger than he is. He's got that mountain man wrestling strength, push a boulder up a hill strength. If this goes to the ground, you don't want Dan Henderson on top of you with that ground and pound, even though Machida is also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I don't think he wants to deal with Dan on the ground. So keep it standing, and I think that Machida can pull this off. I'm picking it for Machida. I actually want to see him fight John Jones more than I want to see Dan, even though Dan hasn't fought John Jones yet. I want to see the Machida fight, even though I know the nastiest submission probably that I've ever seen in my life, really, standing choke from John Jones. It was nasty. But before that, Machida gave him a hell of a fight, and I'd like to see him fight again. Next up, main event, Rowdy, Rhonda Rousey. Yes, Miss Thing herself. And Liz Carmouche. If you haven't seen Liz fight, look up some footage. This girl, you don't want Liz on top of you on the ground. She's got man style, Tito Ortiz style, ground and pound, okay? She's all over you, elbows, everything. And that's why this is so interesting because, of course, on the ground is where Rhonda has gotten all 6 of her wins. Armbar. When someone has a specialty, like Rhonda does with this armbar, even if you're the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, you may not be able to defend against that person's specialty move that they perfected. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if they go to the ground. What if they will go to the ground? This is going to the ground. It'll be interesting to see what happens if Liz lands on top, which is what I want to see. Because I'm going with the champ, even though this is a win-win situation for me. If we see an upset with Liz, I'm fine with that. I'm so happy to see this fight on a UFC pay-per-view. Not Fox, not FX, not Fuel, pay-per-view. So it's a win-win situation for me. However, I need Liz to bring Rhonda the fight. We need to show everyone that with women's MMA, you get everything that you get with the men. In other sports, you always hear the same complaints. With basketball, well, the women, it's lower scoring. You don't have the dunk. It's not exciting. With golf, the courses aren't as long or whatever. There's things you get with the men that you don't get with the women. Well, you can't say that with women's MMA. You get everything. Kick, punch, knockouts, standing up, everything. And you get some awesome grappling positions because they're so flexible. These women are hitting each other on the ground and you don't even know whose leg is who. Okay, positions that 2 men could never get into. So you get everything with these women. Everything. So I need Liz to bring her the pain. I need her to bring her the fight. This needs to last more than a round so people can see how awesome women's MMA is. Let me know your picks. Tell me what you think. Any injury updates, just let me know. Talk to me. I love the dialogue. Ladies, make your money. Make your own money. Sign your own checks. Everyone, take care and goodbye.